So, I'm making this video here with Zoe. This is probably going to be for you to watch whenever you get older. And we're going to be talking about what life is like, because things have changed pretty suddenly lately, haven't they? So, we're a few weeks in, actually a couple of months in really, into the coronavirus, the COVID-19. And it was a couple of months ago that this virus started appearing in China.
Yeah.
And people started to get sick over there. And people get sick around the world pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Viruses come and go pretty often.
Yeah, but they don't hold kids at all.
Well, some of them do, but not this one. Anyway, so we weren't really taking much notice of it at first. We, as in the country that we live in here, the United States of America.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it turned out that this virus was kind of bad.
Yeah.
And it was hurting lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
And as it started to get worse and spread and spread, some countries have taken some drastic measures, such as China, for instance, and Italy recently. South Korea did a great job. They have been closing off their borders. They have rolled out testing kits like crazy. You are insane. We'll get into that in just a minute. And those countries have helped slow down their spread, but the United States right now is, thanks to our pretty bad leadership that we have elected, has taken way too long to get testing kits rolled out. They are taking way too long to get supplies manufactured and help out manufacturers get those supplies to hospitals and stuff. So we are just getting started. And what does that entail? Well, it entails a very crazy Zoe stuck at home. Because as of yesterday, for the first time, schools are closed. Schools are pretty much closed everywhere in this country. There's a few private schools still remaining open, but for the most part, even those schools are probably
but not
closed.
mine.
Oh, yours too. Yours closed yesterday.
Yeah.
So where did you get to stay all day today?
I'm gonna stay here for a long time until my school opens back up.
That's right. And the reason why we're doing that is because we don't want to spread the illness or have the sickness spread to us.
Yeah.
The whole goal is to slow down how quickly it spreads, because it's very easy to spread it.
Yeah. So it goes fast around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So people get sick fast. But if you stay at home more often, then you won't get sick.
Right. And so schools closed yesterday. And what happened today? Did you get sick?
Yeah.
So Zoe's acting really crazy, but that's normal. She's 5, so she's always crazy. But earlier today, she was running a fever. She's very sick. Obviously, I'm socially distancing myself from you, because, you know, you're like totally 6 feet away from me right now. Of course, so is Mom over here, who's been cuddling on the couch with Zoe for the last hour.
Instantly tattled on me.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, right? We've had some warning that this stuff was coming for a while. We've gone out and grabbed supplies. We've, we're pretty well stocked here. We have lots of food. We have family. Susan and Richard, Grandma and Grandpa, live right behind us. And Guga and Bob, other Grandma and Grandpa, live right down the street.
But they're not too close to us.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like behind us. Like Susan and
Right,
Grandpa.
and you're not coughing on their faces and stuff.
No.
I'm sure you'll feel worse whenever the medicine wears off. But we're just thinking it's probably just a regular school sickness. This time of the year they get sick with everything. And then bring it home and infect everybody. But anyway, that's the whole reason why they closed the schools, right? Okay. She's feeling really well. Medicine's amazing. So the goal of this is basically to spread out how many people are sick all at once. But we don't know whether it's going to work right. We don't know how long it's going to last. The world economy is coming to a halt, because this is kind of the first time that this has ever really happened in the modern era, where we're so interconnected with the world. But we've had to kind of turn everything off. And if people aren't consuming and eating, and well, not eating, consuming and buying, I should say, then businesses are going to suffer, and the stock market is really gone into a tailspin. And so, about a quarter of the, well, not a quarter, I think everything in the last 4 years since Donald Trump was elected has all been wiped out in terms of the stock market. We're back to where he was whenever he started. And it's probably only just beginning. And the economy is going to start to suffer. Jobs might start getting lost. So we're kind of all in this state of really unknown and a little bit scary as an adult. Obviously not as a 5-year-old. But it's strange. Like, you can't even go see your neighbor friends, Eli and Parrish, right? Right?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Parrish yesterday over the fence?
And
Eli. Paris was so sad. She's been stuck at home and can't go out, just like you. So right now we're still able to go out if we wanted to the grocery stores. We can go out to the parks. But like all the public events are closed. Anything that's really an event of 10 people or more are closed across the company. Some private stores are able to stay open, for instance. And there's a curfew here where we live after 9 o'clock. So we got to close up shops if you're a business that's serving food. And I imagine pretty soon they're going to close down all businesses after like 9 o'clock, except for essential ones. And then we'll see. The vaccine's looking like it's a long time away, and we don't know how this is going to react in terms of our antibodies, whether we're immune to it after being exposed for a long time, or if we can get re-exposed again quickly. So, a lot of unknown, but we're going to take it one day at a time, right?
Yeah.
So, poor mom, she has to work at the hospital. So, she's kind of got to go in no matter what. Unless she's sick herself. In which case, then she's got to stay at home.
Yeah.
But hospital workers are really important.
Yeah.
They got an important job to do.
Yeah, but Mom does have a boss.
Well,
yeah,
we kind of all have a boss. Somebody or other, or something or other.
Yeah.
And then I got to work. I work remote, so thankfully I don't have to go to an office.
And one time, my mom had to fix like someone.
Wow. Yeah, and?
That's all I remember.
Wow, that's a great story. Isn't it?
You got my belly. Great story.
He got a belly.
So we'll see. I might make another one of these videos in a week or two, and we'll see. Well, probably not tomorrow because I don't think a whole lot of crazy stuff will happen in one night.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, of course, me having to work at home while this one goes off to work at the hospital, and me having to be stuck with this thing while trying to work. Yeah. I may not be around in another day or two to be able to make a video. She's really cute.
Did that.
Or not, I guess. Depends on who you ask. But it's kind of her survival mechanism with us. So I'm just hoping that she ends up being okay here, and that she's not going to be too sick in the next couple of days. And that's it from the Allen family right now, and the Simons family. Check it out. Talk to you later.